Yellowstone looks like a paradise on Earth. With its geysers, lakes, forests, and rich wildlife, this U.S. national park attracts millions of visitors every year. At first glance, it seems like a perfect, peaceful place, almost too beautiful to be real. But beneath its stunning surface lies a sleeping monster. Yellowstone is home to one of the largest supervolcanoes on the planet. Its massive magma chamber sits just a few kilometers below the ground, silent, yet deadly. Although it appears calm, this supervolcano holds the power to change the world if it erupts again. And the scariest part is, it could wake up at any moment. Here's what would happen if the Yellowstone supervolcano erupted today. Yellowstone supervolcano has erupted. No warning, no time to prepare. A massive cloud of ash rising miles into the sky, the ground trembling, flights grounded, cities in chaos. This isn't a movie. This is happening right now. So, what happens next? Yellowstone is not just a national park. It's one of the most dangerous geological features on Earth, a supervolcano. Sitting on a massive underground magma chamber stretching over 50 kilometers wide, it has erupted 3 times in the past 2.1 million years, and each time, it changed the world. The last eruption, 640,000 years ago, covered most of North America in ash. Scientists say it could happen again. They just don't know when. But today, it finally did. The eruption begins with a violent explosion. The ground splits open. Tons of magma shoot into the air. Ash clouds rise over 50 kilometers high. Within minutes, the skies darken across the western United States. Towns like Jackson, Boise, and Salt Lake City are buried under thick ash. Electricity fails. People can't breathe without masks. Airports shut down. Thousands are trapped on highways, and that's just the beginning. Ash begins to travel east, reaching Chicago in a day, and New York within 3 days. This isn't regular ash. It's sharp, abrasive, and deadly. It clogs engines, destroys electronics, and collapses roofs. Agriculture in the U.S. Midwest is wiped out. Global food prices skyrocket. Flights across the world are canceled. The eruption also sends sulfur dioxide into the stratosphere, reflecting sunlight and triggering a volcanic winter. Temperatures drop by 3 to 5 degrees Celsius globally. Crops fail. Famine spreads. Billions are affected. The U.S. government declares a state of emergency. Tens of millions attempt to evacuate the danger zones. But ash covers roads, making escape nearly impossible. Refugee camps fill up, hospitals are overwhelmed, social order begins to break down. Countries around the world try to help, but the scale is unprecedented. The U.S. economy crashes. Global markets fall with it. The eruption itself lasts several weeks, but the consequences last for decades. Volcanic winter triggers global famine. The death toll rises into the tens of millions. Some countries descend into chaos. Others close their borders. It takes years before the skies begin to clear. And Yellowstone? It's now a lifeless crater. The American West, once full of life, is now uninhabitable. In the years following the eruption, the world has changed forever. The United States, once a global superpower, is crippled. Entire states like Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho are uninhabitable. Tens of millions become climate refugees, forced to move east, or even leave the country. Governments collapse in regions hit hardest by famine. Conflict over food and clean water increases. Even countries untouched by ash feel the shockwaves. Global trade halts. Inflation skyrockets. Gold, fuel, and clean air become the new currency. Humanity enters a dark chapter, all triggered by a single volcanic event. But in the darkness, there is still hope. Scientists race to engineer crops that can grow in colder climates. Solar and wind energy become crucial. Some communities adapt underground or create enclosed biospheres. Slowly, painfully, humanity begins to rebuild. It may take decades, even centuries, to recover. But this disaster, as devastating as it is, becomes a reminder. We are fragile guests on a volatile planet. Yellowstone didn't just erupt, it forced us to rethink everything. And the question still stands: are we prepared for the next one?